Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self Healing, and I teach my clients how to heal their bodies naturally and automatically and organically as they are designed to do. So, today, got a bunch of energy that wants to come through. A lot of universal wisdom just seems to be knocking at the door of my consciousness. So I decided to just open up and clear the channel and allow the information to flow through. And so today, what I awoke with in my awareness is lifting the veil. So we are at this major junction in human history where the old is falling away quickly and the new is just waiting to be seen. It's actually already here. The new world, heaven on earth, is already here, but we have to recognize it. We have to see it. So, what does this mean? Lifting the veil. We've all heard that for a really long time. And in order to lift the veil, we have to see the veil. We have to understand what the veil is. Now, for a long time on my spiritual journey, I was told that there was a veil of forgetfulness. And this is quite obvious since the majority of humanity has no clue who we are. We don't know who we are at the soul level. We have forgotten our connection to source. We have forgotten our beauty, our brilliance, our magnificence, and we are living in survival mode. So survival mode is living under the veil, and it is living under this veil of oppression, this heaviness, this darkness, this veil that doesn't allow us to be free and joyful and happy and blissful and healthy the way we are designed to be. It causes us to live in a state of survival, of fear, of depression, of anger, of violence, of separation, isolation. All of these states of being that are under the veil are not normal. They're not natural. They are not how we are designed to live. So let's take a look at this. How do we know this? Like, it just kind of is the way it is. It's always been this way on this planet for as far as we all know, right? It's actually not true. And let's look at this. Let's see this from just a logical standpoint. The universe is intelligent. It is designed by source itself. All that is what is, right? Anything that is comes from the all that is, from the one source. This source is designed by nature to live in harmony with itself. So our blueprint is health and well-being and harmony, because that's where we come from. We have been birthed from source itself as souls. As souls, we are perfect and complete unto ourselves. This earth, this planet that we live on, is by nature abundant. It is an abundant repository of life. Look at all the species that live on this planet, all the life that's here. We are part of that life on this planet. And when we're living in harmony with the planet, this planet gives us everything we need to survive. All of the food, all of the shelter, all of the materials for clothing, housing, all of the resources that we need. This world, this earth is abundant, overflowing. But yet, as humanity, we are fighting for survival. We have been separated from this earth. We are fighting against nature. We're destroying nature. We're treating nature like it's, for lack of a better term, like it's our bitch. Excuse my language, but we have no, as humanity, for the most part, we have no respect for Mother Earth at all. We just take. And then we throw all of our garbage and this earth has become a gigantic garbage heap. This is not normal or natural. This is what happens under the veil. The veil is all of these belief systems that have separated us from the earth, that have separated us from each other, the things that have caused division amongst humanity, amongst nations, these things that have caused scarcity mindset. All of these ideas are the veil. All of these ideas that things just are the way they are, the reason they are the way they are is because we are being driven to create what's going on today and all days in the world. We are creator beings by nature. But when we're told what to do, how to do it, when to do it, why to do it, what to do, that's the veil. When we learn to listen to other people rather than listening to source within, that's the veil. And this is a veil of trickery. It tricks us out of our own inner knowing. It tricks us out of living on and with the Garden of Eden. This beautiful planet that gives us everything we need. When we listen within and we live in harmony with nature, with the seasons, when we respect nature and animals and each other, that's what's normal and natural for us as humans. Think back to the Native Americans or the tribes that live in the rainforest or the Aborigines from Australia, the ones who live in peace and harmony and dignity and respect with the land, with the spirits of the land, the ones who speak to the trees and the rocks and the animals and the plants. That's what's actually natural for humanity. But under the veil of ideas that tell us that we have to rely on somebody else, that the rulers of the world are here to protect us. This is the veil of illusion that has been set up for humanity. We are not meant to be living under the thumb of rulers or governments or big corporations. That's the veil. The idea that it just is the way it is and we have nothing to say about it and we can't do anything about it. This is what's crumbling right now. We're starting to see that the governments of the world really don't have our best interest at heart, that the people that rule the governments really could care less about our happiness or our safety or our health. That's the veil. This veil, these ideas that we have to follow the rules, that we have to do what we're told. This is the veil. Many of us, if you're listening to this, it's highly likely that you are human and that you, by nature, want to live free and happy. If this is you, you actually have already lifted the veil. The idea that the veil is keeping us from living our best lives and that we have to try to clear the veil for ourselves, that's actually part of the illusion. That's keeping this veil in place. If you can see in your mind's eye, if you can see heaven on earth, you've already lifted the veil. You're not in the third dimension anymore. You're not inside the corral. You're not under the veil. Heaven on earth exists when we pull the veil away. That's what's left, is heaven on earth. People living in peace and ease and harmony. This is what's actually true for us. And this is what's available to all of us right here, right now. Health, happiness, these are actually natural for us. They happen organically, literally by themselves, when we start just tuning in and we stop listening to all of the authority figures outside of us. There is no one who has any authority over any of us. You are the authority in your own life. You are the ultimate authority. When you learn to tune in to yourself and tune out all of the voices out there that are screaming and yelling and contradicting each other and pointing fingers, and you just turn it all off. And you start listening inside. Your health returns. Your happiness returns. Your wealth returns. Your creativity returns. Why? Because all life seeks balance. We are being made to live off balance. The media is designed to keep us off balance. It is designed to draw our attention to all of the chaos of what is, all the terrible stuff. And when we tune in to that, we start living that. And you know what? The powers that were know that. They set the stage. They tell the story that they want us to see, they want us to believe. They tell the story of what is. And then when we believe the story of what is, guess what? We create the very same story in real time. And then we say, oh, well, see, it is the way it is. The only reason it is the way it is because we are creating it to be so. But the great news is that we have a choice. We can lift the veil. We can literally turn it off. And when you turn off that veil, you start tuning in. You start receiving completely different sets of messages. Because the universe is broadcasting its own channel every day, all day, every day. The universe is broadcasting well-being, health, wealth, balance, joy, creative ideas. All day, every day, we can tune in to the well-being that is being transmitted to us. So we have this choice. Where do we tune in? Most of us, pretty much all of us, have been taught to tune in out there. Whether it's tuning into our parents, the teachers, the doctors, the lawyers, the government, all of those voices out there. We are taught from childhood to listen to the other people, listen to the teachers, listen to the doctors, listen to the preachers, listen to the government, listen to the policemen, listen to. We can literally stop listening to them. And we can start tuning in. And we can start listening to source. We can start tuning in to our natural state of being. When we stop believing that we have to be educated. We're being educated right out of our connection to source. We're being educated into the state of having to fight for survival, to fight for freedom, to fight for health, to fight for everything that is normal and natural and freely given to us. We don't have to fight for anything. When we start tuning in inside, we close our eyes so that we can tune in. The physical eyes are for looking outward. When we close the eyes and we tune in, we start looking inside. And you know what we find? We find life. We find joy. We find excitement and enthusiasm. We find ourselves. And we find that we are one with source. We find that life force energy is flowing to us and through us 24/7. And that when we open to that flow, it flows out from us naturally. And we express who we are freely, easily, effortlessly, joyfully. And we start living in harmony with all that is. We start living in dignity and respect and honor. And we start honoring the earth around us. We start honoring our own bodies. We start honoring ourselves. And when we honor ourselves, we automatically start honoring each other. Because when we disrespect Mother Nature, when we disrespect each other, when we start throwing energy and placing blame and accusations, and it's not honoring ourselves. It's not honoring who we are. It's not standing in our own integrity. And it doesn't create well-being. It creates disease. It creates energetic distortions. It creates the energy flowing backwards. It inverts the flow of our energy. When we are tuned in to source, when we are listening to ourselves, rather than playing in the veil of what is, that doesn't have to be, we start to live in full on well-being. We start to feel good again, and our energy, life force energy, emanates from us. Well-being flows out from our center, from our soul, from who we truly are. Not who we've been told that we are, not from the artificial construct of the name we've been given and this place in society and the labels we've taken on, but from the core, the soul of us. This is where well-being comes from. It doesn't come from a pill. It doesn't come from a shot. You cannot inject well-being, no matter how much they want you to believe you can. Everything that has life is made up of living microorganisms. There are a bazillion of them in your bodies. It's a real number. Everything that has life is made up of microorganisms. We cannot live without them. And to think that they have formed a rogue army and are trying to attack us, this is the veil. They have us living in fear of the things that we are made of. This is the veil. It's a veil of illusionary ideas that is projected onto us that we then create and turn into what is. We can literally change the world overnight. Literally overnight. We have the ability, but we have to be willing to let go of the veil. We have to be willing to let go of the idea that it is the way it is. Who knew that all of this would be flowing through me this morning? When I woke up and I was given the title of this, like, I was not expecting any of this stuff to flow through. So all I do is I just open up and let it flow out. So let me just look at the notes that I took. So make sure that I've been taking notes all morning because it's just been flowing through. So who we are as humans, we are literally made of light and love. It's who and what we are. The soul is light and love. And when we let go of all of the preconceived notions, we drop every story that we have ever told ourselves, or every story of what is that we have ever heard, and we start tuning in. We start tuning in to the greatest story ever told. The story of you. How you, as the soul, came to earth in a physical body, listened to everybody else about how it is, what it is, how you have to do it, how it all is, forgot who you are. And then one day, you suddenly just woke up and realized it's all been an illusion. And you don't have to live in survival mode for even one more minute. That moment where that light turned back on, the light from inside, often depicted by the light bulb over the head. Bing! When you start tuning into your own light, your joy, your creativity, your honor, your dignity, you literally change the world. Are you ready to change the world? Are you ready to stop creating what is and create what turns you on? Are you ready to create peace and harmony? Are you ready to create your greatest joy? Are you ready to create living in well-being with excitement and enthusiasm? When you let go of the veil of what is, this is what you can create. This is what allows your body to just automatically heal and rebalance itself without any shots, without any pills, without any protocols. Right? Water seeks its own balance. The soul seeks its own balance as well. Source seeks itself. When you let go of seeking in the external world, when you let go of that veil of illusions that keep us corralled and living in survival mode, we set ourselves free to be who we truly are. And all of the stuff that we've been told is the way it is, all of it goes out the window. Rejuvenation happens automatically. Your body returns to blueprint by itself, on its own. Why? Because it's designed that way. Our bodies are spectacular. They're brilliant. The medical model just tells us that they're broken. There's something wrong with them. Not true at all. Our wealth returns. Why? Because if you're not in wealth right now, there's a vacuum. The universe hates a vacuum. When you open up and just allow yourself to express yourself, the money just comes back in, seeking its own level. Your vitality returns. Why? Because being filled with life force energy is the normal, natural level. Just like when everybody went inside and suddenly the world, the earth herself, cleaned up all the waters, cleaned up the airs, seeking its own purity. That's the natural level. Purity, abundance. It's our natural level. But we have to let go of the veil. We have to let go of anything that tells us that we're less than, that there's something wrong with us, that there's something wrong with our bodies, that we're not okay, that we're not safe. We have to let it all go because none of it's true. We are safe in the arms of Source all day, every day. It's an illusion that we're not. Can you see the veil? The veil, the web of lies that has been perpetrated on humanity for hundreds of thousands of years. Lies that tell us that we owe other people our allegiance, that we owe our allegiance to some country, some person, that we owe money to some people or to some government for the privilege of living. These are all parts of the lies, of the veil. We are infinite beings, infinitely well, infinitely perfect, infinitely able to create anything we desire. Are you guys ready to let go of the veil? See that you are already outside of the veil. If you can see heaven on earth in your mind's eye, you can create it if you focus on it. Hundreds of thousands of humans all over the world are focusing on heaven on earth. They're focusing on peace. They're focusing on the restoration of this planet. They're focusing on living in peace and well-being and harmony with the earth and with each other. Heaven on earth is being created in real time right now. And if we let go of the idea of what is, we can create heaven on earth at lightning speed, without any fighting, without any having to engage with the old stuff. We can literally let go of the veil. It will dissolve all by itself when we stop engaging with it. So the invitation today from Source is to tune out the external world and start tuning in and focusing on the heaven on earth that is ready to stream through you. Source itself is heaven, and it wants to stream to you and through you, restoring your body, restoring your happiness, restoring your dignity, restoring your enthusiasm for life. We have to tune in to receive all of that. So I hope this was helpful to you today. It was quite enlightening to me to allow all of this to flow through. But recognize that the veil is now thinning quickly, and we can allow it to dissolve overnight if we just tune in. So thank you for listening today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Feel free to reach out to me. And until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Tune in to the greatness of you. Bye for now.